Good morning, everybody. I am back to my Monday video. I hope it's something I can continue to do, but last week I was trying to get some stuff in my Etsy store and it's just a lot. So I'm thinking when I have an Etsy drop that I'm not going to be able to do a video. It's just a lot of work hand making something for a store. So anyhow, here I am. I wanted to talk about a couple things, actually. My pen case and my planner bag that I've set up. I've been seeing, actually, I also wanted to talk about, again, guys, this is my Monday morning brain that you're hearing. It's a very scattered place to be. I've been thinking about the fact that I have so many notebooks, which we all do that. Well, I assume we all do that. Anybody that loves notebooks has a lot of notebooks. But I've gotten to the point where I expand and I want to carry this one and I want to carry that one, that I forget which notebook has something that I'm looking for. Like, I don't know, notes on what I want to make for my Etsy store or something like that. Some important notes that I need to actually, example, this happened at work. I'm getting totally sidetracked. My boss had asked me if I had gotten this one project done, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And she showed me the paper that she gave me. She said, you wrote down notes. I gave you a copy of this and everything. And I'm like, I actually sat there stunned and terrified. I could not remember. I remembered our conversation, but I didn't remember what I did with those things. And I'm like, I'll have to go back at my desk and look. I could not find any of my notes. I couldn't find the paper. So I emailed her and I'm like, I have nothing on this. Can you send it to me again? And that's not the kind of reputation I want at work. I am better than that. I'm in a high position. That should not happen. I continued to look a little bit and I found the paper folded up. I work in finance for the CEO of a law firm, so I can't leave that information just sitting out. So I did like fold it up and tuck it so no one would see the information, but that made me go into this whole spiral over the weekend. I had off Thursday and Friday. I spent Thursday with my girls before they go back to school teaching. And then I had Friday off and I did a lot of crochet stuff, spent time with the dogs outside, which is my therapy. And then the weekend I cleaned and stuff. So my brain was very upset about this. And I'm like, you have too many notebooks. You've got to do something. You can't, first of all, I don't have a problem with having all the notebooks. It's not being able to find what I need when I need it. And I can't take all these notebooks to work with me. Number one, I won't use them all in a day. So I kind of want to make, actually I could use this book because I haven't really written in it yet. A commonplace book that I take to work with me. And then anything that I write in that book will be coded for my other notebooks. My notebooks that stay at home, I'll have a notebook for one thing. I'll have a notebook for my Etsy store, a notebook for Planner Perfect. Then I'll take my commonplace information and put it in those notebooks. But I'll know what notebooks for what. Instead of bringing like, oh, I'm going to work in this B6 and I'm going to have this notebook for this and this for this. But then when I take my wide with me, I start writing a bunch of information in those notebooks and they kind of overlap each other. So I don't know if this is making sense. I feel very jumbled this morning, but I think it'll probably make sense listening to it for someone outside of my situation. But I can't bring all this stuff to work. I've got to cut back. I got to stop bringing a tote book to work with me. A tote bag to work with me because it's too much. It's overwhelming my mind. I can't use all the notebooks I bring with me in a day. And I just need to start downsizing, straightening out, organizing, because my brain's a mess right now. And you'll see from this video, I'm sure it's showing on the video how much my mind's a mess. Can we talk about my Jaja mug? Oh yes, we got a Jaja mug at Wegmans. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Yes, this is going on my desk. All right, let's take a, hold on. Can we even? Can we even? Look, I'm sorry. Hello. Yes, Lucy's Crafts and Coffee. Okay, this is I love this. Love. All right, so pen case. That's what I want to show you today. Talked about it a little bit in my Instagram. Showed it a little bit in my Instagram. Let me just fix this again. There she is. I love my bow on here. There's a little clip. So I have my charm hooked onto my bow clip. So the little birdie has a nice little background. He has a little bed. Isn't that cute? Love it. All right, so this is the khaki, I believe. Khaki is sold out, of course, because everything I have is sold out. So I know that there is a red, black, and sage. In fact, what I'm going to do is go on my iPad and see if I can pull it up for you. And we'll see together. This will also help you figure out where to order these things from. It'll just take a minute for my iPad to come up. So this has a nice, I don't want to say it's vinyl material because I know it's not vinyl, but it's a waterproofy, textured kind of thing. It has Jenny's beautiful daisy, and it's very thick, very high quality. On the front, and it says Planner Perfect on the zipper. Everything is always done just to the highest quality with Jenny. So you open it up. Now this is removable. And I believe it's usually like this. So that you open it up and your pens are over here. But I didn't want my pens hitting all this stuff. So I took that off and flipped it. And put it back down. That's just the way I prefer it. I may change it. And I'm sure I'll probably change what's here. But for now, it's my brush highlighters. I'm trying to keep what I use the most in my planning in here because I could put a lot more pens in there. And it wouldn't be utilized the way I need it to be. So I'm trying to restrict myself, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay. So if you go, let me see if I can zoom in. If you go to Planner Extras, hopefully you can see this. Actually, it's probably under retired. Retired. Okay. Pen cases. See the pen cases? So there you go. The red pen case is in. The black's available, which I think is a really good choice. Sage is available. It almost looks like it's a greenish color. I can't really tell. But that's what it looks like. And then the khaki, which is sold out. I apologize. I did not know before I showed it on Instagram. But there's all these other choices. I mean, red or black, come on. Red for Christmas time, gorgeous. And if you use Lucy AM, you're going to get 20% off, which brings it to $60. So you're getting $15 off, which I think is fabulous. Okay, so there's that. Now, I have my Sharpie. Let me zoom back out. My Sharpie creative markers in here. But the reason I don't have the black one is because I take that in my pen case to work, because I will use that at work. I also added in these white jelly rolls because I think they're good for writing on the Sharpie marker. Might be even better than this Papermate Bright, but I haven't tried it yet. Okay, so now what I did on this side, you get this plain, not plain, blank side. So I have one of Jenny's magnets, planner clip. These are sticky. I got these from Target. They're sticky notes. I put one of those clear pockets on here so I could put some tip-ins or Post-its, whatever I want to put in there. Now, I have this blank notebook for any notes that I want to take. My whole point in doing this pen case will make more sense when I show you my planner bag, because this goes in my planner bag, and the planner bag is to go around the house, to go sit outside with. That way I can write in my journals, write in my books, and have all my tools with me. So that is the point of this. It's not to bring it to work, which is why none of really the work pens I bring are in here. So this is just for any notes I might want to take, thoughts, processing, whatever. And then I have that clipped here, because I don't like it just sitting on there. Okay. Then I have my little watercolor case. I cannot speak this morning. Maybe I shouldn't do videos on Monday mornings. Whew. Okay. This came blank with this insert, but no paints. I used my watercolor tubes and put in my favorites that I like to use all the time, like some Daniel Smith colors, etc. So I made up my own little watercolor palette. Then I have my water brush pen, where you put water here, you squeeze it out. As you can see, I do some watercolor here, and you can just wipe off your brush here if you want. Love these. Then I have my corner rounder, which I like to use a lot. And then I have the essentials, the planner essential line. That's where these washies are. I want to get the other two colors, the yellow and orange, because I think I'm going to color code my commonplace book. On the edges of the pages, I'll put these, and I'll know what it refers to on those pages without having to look at each page. That's just my first thought. I don't know if I'm going to stick to that or not. Then I have the months box washi in here too, and just some extra other ones. I have my whiteout. I love when they have these that click in and out, because otherwise I feel like they always get messed up. I didn't realize my address was going to be in there, but I don't really think it matters. Anyhow, some girl stickers, some flower stickers that I got from Temu at some point. Some stickies. These are from the dollar store, and a few tip-ins. I haven't really loaded my case up with my tip-ins and my stickers and stuff. Then I have my highlighter pen. These are one of my favorites. Highlighter, pen, and flags. I got them from Amazon. They used to sell them in Office Max, but they don't anymore. That's where I first ran into those beauts. Love them. I love the way they write too. Okay. So that's my planner case. Put my stuff back. I am really a hot mess this morning, guys. Not a good way to start the week. Now, what I do to get some tighter pens in here is I use my tweezers and lift up the little pen loop. And then I can slide that in. Okay. Let me get to, I'm not sure how I'm going to show this. Let's see if I can move this up. A little bit. Now this bag I found at Home Goods and Marshalls. So the Marshalls part. Years and years ago. I wish I could find another one because I could use it for my crochet, but here she is. And whenever I find a bag like this in a store, I get it because I always envision it being a planner bag or my hobby bag, whatever you want to call it. I've actually heard people calling things their house purse. This is my house planner purse. So it has a pocket on the front, pocket on the back, pockets on the sides, and this long strap, and these short, and this is like good, it's not cheapy where it's gonna fray and all that stuff. So I have my ring, A5 rings. I have my wide 2.0 and my pen case goes right in here. Okay, it's a little full. I have this and my stickers and whatever I want to put in here. Right now I still have this book because I still intend to do my memory keeping. Now, I still want to do a video on this. I printed out pictures over the weekend. Problem is, I need to be in my craft room. This is just my desk in my spare bedroom. I need to be in my craft room because my stamps are there. And I know I'm going to want to do some stamping. So, which brings me to the whole reason for doing this. Because whenever I get to it, I'm going to remember everything we did. Because I wrote it down. I have a little, what do they call that, micro journaling of what happened each day. So I'll never forget what we did. Plus, when I look at the pictures, I'm going to know as well. So I have my stickers in here. You can put them in the pen case, but then they're behind the washi, and I don't really like having to grab from there. So, I don't have anything in the side pockets. What I have here is my personal size, which will go with me to work because it has my calendar in it. This is from Tailored Plan. My little friendship bracelet. I have my little bee here. Actually, it's the large bee. And then I have I put the bigger coil on here. As I saw from, I forget who, on YouTube. I'll try to remember and put it in the description. I will never do it again. I got annoyed at trying to get everything the way I wanted it. Keep the coil straight. I'm sure there's people that are more advanced in doing this than me. So I'm thinking this might be too small for a commonplace book, but I don't know. I've got to figure out how I'm gonna work that, and I'm gonna plot that out in my A5 ring planner. But yes, this goes with me to work because I have my notebook and my calendar, And that's really all I need. And I got to get better about that. Then I have my Canon Ivy case for printing photos. I love this thing. This little case too, because I can keep my charger with it and my extra printer paper. So that's with me all the time. So that is my planner bag. I'm sure it's going to, oh, I also have just 2 spirals in here, which I don't need 2. I got this, I think, at Walmart. Walmart carries this Eco. It has a pocket there, and it has a pocket here. So I like that. And this paper tears out. I really like that. I like having pockets. Give me all the pockets, please. And then just this plain notebook, which I think I'm going to take this plain notebook out. I just like it for, oh, I like this paper. Oh, I like it for brainstorming. So I just like somewhere to be messy. And then I have this. I got this at Marshall's. Home Goods. Same store. I just like being able to maybe plan out roughly what I want to do for the week, to do shopping list, weekend plans. I might even bring some of these to work, to have on my desk. So yeah, that's what I have in my planner bag. And that is it for today, because I need to pull myself together for the week. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, let me know. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.